This is a new post frame project that we have going on at GREINER Buildings. This is one of our Shomes. It's a 48 by 40 by 18 foot 6 residential section with a 35 by 28 by 10 garage section connected by a breezeway. This building has 18-inch overhangs all the way around, vented soffit on the sidewalls for attic ventilation, solid on the gable ends. We have glass cupolas, 2x2 on the smaller building and a 3x3 on the larger building. We have what we call a square flying gable on the gable ends of the residential section. It's just where the rake protrudes out a little bit, mostly just an architectural feature to make the building look cool. So the residential section is going to have in-floor heat. It's actually going to have spray foam insulation underneath the concrete. It's going to have spray foam insulation in the walls as well as house wrap. Should really heat and cool very efficiently. So this building is built with what we call a 4-foot insulated frost wall. The columns are precast concrete columns, perma columns set in the ground. We have a trench dug around the perimeter with a 4-foot piece of extruded insulation board put in the ground. The concrete will actually be poured right to the top of this, so it's a full thermal break. All right, so the wall columns are glue lam columns. These are very nice columns made by Rigid Ply out of Pennsylvania. Surface plane, this is a 4-ply 2x6. If you look up here where the green treated wood meets the white wood, it's finger jointed. A lot of columns are made, don't have that finger joint. Seems trivial, but there's actually a ton of added strength with that finger joint. Up here you can see that we put a full OSB substrate underneath the roof metal. That was just something that we did for added protection from the elements as well as to add strength to the building. It is a exposed fastener roof, so it's not required, but it is definitely a good thing to do, especially for something that you're going to be living in. So down here you can see we have all of our rough ends in. We're getting ready to grade and pour concrete next week. All right, so the windows that we chose for this project are an Anderson. I believe it's a 200 series window. It's nail flanged. It's gonna be flashed, taped all the way around before we put the metal on, so we'll get a good seal from both air infiltration and any potential leaks. All right, so you can see down here, we've actually put on Plastiskirt all the way around the building. This is not how you normally see Plastiskirt installed. This is kind of our own design with it. Since we have the insulated frost wall, we put it on. We call this Z style installation. So it comes down, comes back underneath the gray board, and then back down to cover up the top portion of this insulation board. Once this is backfilled all around and the metal's put on, you'll just see a small strip of black. So protects the grade board really well, but it also looks really nice toward the end. All right, so this is another often overlooked detail that might seem trivial, but it's actually very important. All of the lumber that we use for wall girts, roof purlins is MSR, kiln dried lumber. So if you actually want to know what the quality of lumber is on any structure, you can go up and look for these tags. So the MSR stands for machine stress rated. 1650 is the rating, so it's very common. KD for kiln dried. SPF, spruce pine fir. I don't necessarily know what all these other little things mean, but the important thing is that this is MSR lumber, so it means that it's been tested by a machine for the strength. It's not just visually graded lumber. So one of the good things that you want to do with a metal roof is to think about what's going to happen with snow and ice. Metal roofs are notorious for snow and ice coming off really hard and can cause a lot of damage to gutters. So we've installed, it's very common, is snow guard on this. That's what that rail is going across there. Now one of the things that we've started doing here at GREINER Buildings to help keep that snow guard well attached and leak proof. So up here, if you look, we put a 2x6 in across, attached to that purlin. That just gives that snow guard a real nice wide area that we can get our screws down in. again, to provide strength and help prevent roof leaks.